Beyonce. Did
Sorry,
you see
that
what
was
happened?
a weird sound. That was a really weird sound. Yes,
What
I
was?
did.
Beyonce?
I just went because I was so excited because I feel like all my nostalgic dreams are coming true.
So you saw this.
I saw this,
Destiny's Child reuniting on the final show of the Cowboy Carter tour.
The world is healing. The world is healing. The girls are back together. I mean, I guess because every other like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, like the Spice Girls have done some sort of reunion in different capacities, but like Destiny's Child getting back together, yes.
Well, so here's what I'm thinking. So they walked out during "Lose My Breath," right? Yeah. And then they did "Bootylicious," and then they did one of Beyonce's songs, "Energy," and they did do. They were on stage together in 2018 for Beyonce's Coachella set. But I wondered if this was like, one of the, movies that have like the Marvel movies have like a post-credit scene. Mm-hmm. I wondered if this was sort of like Beyonce saying, here's what's next. I did my country album. Blue Ivy's a backup dancer in most of this tour.
She's so good.
Now, we're getting the girls back together. We're going to do a tour.
Well,
because that's got to be the only thing she can have that she can do now to be even bigger than she already is, right?
Absolutely. And I hoped that would be kind of a nod to, hey, like, because if she were to just bring them out to get everybody talking again, if we're talking about tours, and she doesn't need any PR at all, but like she probably would have brought them out earlier in the tour. So I wonder, I do wonder if this as a final goodbye, because she's going to leave on that high note, like you said, with get people talking at the end, like the Marvel post credits. It's right now. I think that there is it was purposeful to bring them out at the very, very last moment. I hope that
it feels like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope there was too. And you know what? Like one of the people that teased us with it, who really should have done it, was Justin Timberlake. He and NSYNC were apparently like a hair away from doing a reunion tour, and he pulled out at the last minute. And then he was caught, I think,
cheating.
Yes. I think he got arrested for the DUI, right?
He got DUI, and then he was cheating, and yeah.
Yeah. So, he was holding that woman's hand in the bar. That's not weird at all. And it's interesting watching, because this week there was those clips from Romania where he was doing a big outdoor festival. I don't know if you guys saw this, where he started "Can't Stop the Feeling" and basically sort of let the audience sing it. But like, usually when you do that, you let them do it for like a verse or something. He let them do like the whole song, and everybody's like, hey, so like, what are we paying for? And you could hear the backing track, Jax, in the background, which is him, but the audience is like singing it, and he just sort of walks away. And it's very odd, and it's kind of taken over TikTok. And I feel like him releasing a solo album, going on a solo tour, was a mistake after that. I think the only way to get your good PR back is to bring the boys back together and go on tour.
Can I say something? And it's going to hurt me to say, and I may sound saucy. I don't need any more Justin Timberlake ever again. And I am.
Really? You're done?
I'm done. And I like Future Sex Love Sounds was one of my absolute favorite albums. It was absolutely fantastic.
Incredible.
It came out, like the production, Timbaland did it, I do believe. Like it was perfect. It came out right when I started going to like my first queer bars, and it was all over the dance floor. And it was such a perfect album. And I have waited through album cycles like 2010, 2014, like all these trolls.
He waited too long too.
He waited too long, and then he just kept letting me down. And like from the outside, I don't know him, but he just seemed to be less of a good guy as the years went on too. That I'm like, I kept on giving him. It's like a toxic ex-boyfriend. I was like, no, he'll change, and he doesn't. And I don't need to be let down again, and I don't want to. So I think sure, go on the road with NSYNC, but I don't think I want any more. No, just go to bed.
I think you would be screaming at that show. Are you kidding me? If Tearing Up My Heart came on, are you telling me you wouldn't scream?
Yeah, but I feel mad. I feel mad at him right now, and I feel like he also thinks that he's the only redeeming factor of NSYNC, which some people could agree, because some of them have had less successful solo careers.
That is
most of
JC
them.
and Lance Erasure. I don't appreciate that.
No, I love them, but the other gentlemen. But like, I don't know. I think that he knows he could I think he knows it, and that's what I don't like. I think he knows how bad I want him, and now I don't want him anymore. Okay, that's what. If that makes sense, well, he knows it.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like I do wonder about that because like. You got to get away from the bad PR. The best way, there are two ways to do it. Get the reunion together or go away for a while and come back and let people miss you. I think it's important in entertainment. Some stars don't get that. I think Ed Sheeran's brilliant at it because he goes, I'm going to my country estate where I have a tunnel to my bar.
He never goes away like we think. He did it once last time.
He never goes away on the radio. But he physically does go away.
He does go away, but I'm like, my honey, just take he's like, won't be back for 4 years. And then in like 13 months, he's back. And I know that he's probably pressured and I know he probably wants to rest, but he just keeps coming back. At this last round, he did actually disappear for a bit, which is good because I think he needs rest because not only does he make his own music, he also writes other music. He produces other music. I'm sure he's probably riddled with ADHD, just needs a task. But my honey, you deserve a rest. Also, I have to go back just to Justin Timberlake for 1 second because I realized
go.
I just realized the reason that the major reason that there's a bad taste in my mouth is that he was horrible to Britney Spears, and we won't even go into that. But it was just all of this at once. And so, Justin, you get out of here, frig off.
Now I remember in Toronto, there was a pre-COVID virus called SARS. A lot of people don't remember it, but Stephanie, our producer, is shaking her head.
SARS show? Yes.
And the SARS, it was called SARS stock, and there was 450,000 people.
What?
And young Adam Wilde, who was 15, was there with his friend Al and Al's dad. So we didn't get lost in the throngs of people. But okay, so Justin Timberlake performed at the show, so I'm going to get to that. But I just want to tell you, it was at Downsview Park in Toronto, which is like a big old airfield, and that's now where Blackpink and Oasis and Coldplay, when they came to Toronto at Rogers Stadium, that's where they play now.
Yeah.
And so what was crazy about that, it was like a true festival. So people were sneaking onto the grounds, digging holes, burying 2-4s, like in the weeks leading up, and then digging them up on the day of.
My kind of crafty,
which I thought was cool. That's a funny idea, right?
Yeah.
But Justin Timberlake played that show, and that's before Future Sex Love Sounds, when Senorita had just come out, and he was trying to break away from NSYNC. And he came out, and people, you have to imagine, it's Rolling Stones, AC/DC, Guess Who, I think Rush played, it was very rock.
Yeah.
Right? And the Rolling Stones threw the concert. They were the ones that put it on because they love Toronto. And anyway, long story short, Justin Timberlake comes out, and the whole, the headlines all the next day on all the radio stations and stuff were Justin Timberlake, he gets bottles of pee thrown at him, and he people were just whipping stuff at the stage. And Jax, my question to you after telling you that whole long story is, were they actually right?
You know what? I don't think they knew it at the time, and I don't think they had the right intentions behind it, but I think that they knew something we didn't. They knew
they might have had a point.
They may have had a point. No. I mean, never ever throw anything at the stage, especially if it has pee in it. But was he? Should he have been there? Probably not. Probably not. And you know what? Maybe they were like, this guy has bad vibes. They knew something we didn't. Okay, I believed in him too long.
Yeah, it's a shame. I do think though, if he finally gets his act together and does the NSYNC reunion tour, people lose their minds. They didn't even have to go anywhere. They could just go to the Sphere in Vegas and do a year.
Well, I'm surprised. They probably will. They probably will. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just mad at Justin still. I'd love to see Lance sing again.
I would make you go with me.
I've never been to Las Vegas. Would you take me on a trip there?
I've never been to Las Vegas either, so we can both go. No, I haven't.
All right, mom and dad are going out, baby.
I lived in Calgary, and the flights were $150, and I still didn't go. Dummy.
I have a drinking problem, so I probably shouldn't go there, There you go. Yeah.
There's plenty of things for sober people to do in Vegas.
Yes, no, that's true, and there's so many lights to keep you awake, So many lights. Many lights.